Hi everyone, so today I wanted to do a video all about my hair. I do get a lot of questions about my hair as far as the color, and so I just wanted to kind of tell you about what my hair color is and just the formula that we use, and then kind of just breeze right through some of my favorite products. So before I tell you what my hair formula is, I want to tell you just some general things when it comes to red. First of all, red is going to fade really quickly, so there's things that you can do to kind of slow that process, but there's nothing that you can physically do or product that you can buy that's going to stop the fading altogether. It will fade. When you wash your hair, you will see the hair color bleed. You will see in your shower some red or pink water. When you rinse the lather off your hands, you will see that it's turned pink. You will see that in basically every time you wash your hair. It's something that you can't really avoid. It is a high maintenance color, and I feel like if you're going to commit to it, then you'll enjoy it, because I love red color. I think that's the color that suits my skin tone the best. I'm pretty fair as it is, and I have had blonde hair, which is good, but then I've also had black hair, which is really pretty and beautiful, but it washes me out so badly. So that's why I've been red for quite some time, and I actually really enjoy being red, but it does have a lot of work that comes with it because it fades incredibly fast. So my formula, let me pull it up on my phone here. I use Redken hair products. Whenever I get my hair professionally colored, I always use Redken just because that's what I like, and it's what I've been using for the last, I don't know, several years, 4, 5, 6 years now that I've professionally done my hair. Now, I have done my hair plenty of times at home out of a box. If you're a hairstylist, you probably don't want to hear that, so cover your ears, but I have done it. I have done like the whole Sally's thing where you buy the tube of color with the developer and the bowls. I've done that for my mom, but I've never physically done it for myself. I would suggest going to a stylist and getting it done if this is your first time going red, because you want to make sure that you pick the right tone of red, and you can see the swatches in the color books there, and you can pick out which tone. It's really hard to decide which red is going to be suitable for you at Sally's when you're looking at the boxes. Just because the box is red doesn't mean that that's going to be exactly the color. You know, you just have to kind of keep that in mind. But my old formula that you've seen in my hair in December's videos, November, October, even going back to August, has been a 6R. So the number is basically like the level of the color, and there's, I think, a few different shades within that RR family in the Redken color line, and these are all permanent colors, by the way, not the shades EQ. Those are demi-permanent, so they will wash out with like several shampoos. I don't know how many, but we did 6RR, which is straight up red, and we mixed it with a 5RV. So the RV stands for red violet, so it's a red color with a violet undertone. I didn't want too much purple, but I did want to go a bit darker, so that's why I had the gal put in a red violet versus violet red, because at the time I didn't want too much purple. I didn't want it to pull too violet. As you can probably notice, it's a bit darker than it has been before. It's not quite as bright. It has faded quite a bit these last 4 weeks. I don't know what has happened, but it has faded incredibly fast. So I will be going back very soon. But my new formula that I got done that you are seeing for the first time, because I didn't film videos, I did this a few days before leaving for vacation. This is the 6RR, so the same red color, mixed with a 4VR. So this time we went with a VR color, which is a violet red. So predominantly violet with a bit of red tones in there, because I didn't want to lose the redness, that potency of the red, but I didn't also want to have too much violet, because I could have done a straight V, which would have been violet, but that's so strong and overpowering. I didn't want to have purple hair. I don't think that would have been really good, and I wouldn't have been happy with it. So we did that, and then we also mixed it with a 5N, which is a neutral. It's a brown, but it's not too warm and it's not too cool. It's kind of like right in the middle, and it just, I don't know, we added that color so that it had some richness and some depth to the hair. Not necessarily because I needed to have that 5N, and if I'm looking down, I'm looking at my phone, the notes. I didn't need to have 5N, but that's the one I ended up choosing after looking at all the neutral browns to be mixed into the formula. So that's the color, and I have told a few of you what the formula is because there's been several questions about it. So I wanted just to do this video to share with you what the formula is and then my favorite hair products. So for Shampooing, I recommend cold water. Cold water. As cold as you can take it. I know stylists will say cool water, and you can do cool. I usually do cold, and what I do is I wash my hair in the tub, whether it's up here or in my master bath, before or after I shower, and I wrap my hair once it's washed, and I wrap it up with a one of those twisty twisty turbans, whatever, those towels. I forget what it's called. It's downstairs, but I have a brown one. Also, that's another thing. You want to make sure that you use a dark towel, because you will ruin any sort of light colored towels. They will get ruined with the whole bleeding, and when your hair is wet, you will see some staining of it. So, for shampoos, I recommend the Redken Color Magnetics. I've spoke about this plenty of times, but these are actually made to, it says color captivating care for color treated hair. So these are meant for color treated hair. And I have used the Redken color one. I think it's in a red bottle, and I'm not a big fan of it. Before I used these or switched to these, I was using the John Frieda Radiant Red, because that was the only thing that was for reds that I found, and the conditioner has a red tint to it. And I've also tried the one from Aveda, and I forget, it's like Willow I don't know what it's called, but it's like straight up red. That didn't really work. It cost an arm and a leg, and it didn't even work for me. I wasn't happy with it at all. So Redken Color Magnetics, I've spoke about these in favorites before. Highly recommend them. I enjoy them. They smell phenomenal. Really good quality, and the conditioner makes my hair feel really soft and silky. Okay, so for other sort of products, I like the Living Proof, the Perfect Hair Day. This is the 5-in-1 styling treatment. I like using this in my hair after I wash it. I let it air dry a bit, then put about a nickel to a quarter size in my hair. I avoid my roots because I am very oily, and I don't really want to put a lot of products on my roots because, like I said, I get oily. By the second day, I have some oil, and I need to use some sort of dry shampoo because you can notice it. So I use this on my, like through the midsection down to the ends, and I think it's a really good product. I like how it makes my hair feel really soft, and it's a really lightweight styling cream. It's not going to weigh down my hair, because my hair, even though I seem like I have a lot, I do have very fine, thin hair. So I don't use a lot of products because most of the time they weigh my hair down, and I just don't really feel like, I feel like I have too much gunk in my hair, and I don't like that feeling. But this is very soft, very manageable. It feels like there's nothing in the hair, but it really does work. Another good product is the It's a 10 Miracle Leave-In product. This is so incredibly good. I have used this from when I was blonde to when I had black hair to in between, and now to my darker red hair. This is a fabulous product because it helps detangle, it controls the frizz, adds shine, helps damaged hair. It's a heat protectant. It creates silkiness, stops breakage, and it says prevents split ends. This is a really great product. It's a little bit pricey. I want to say this size here is $18, and I get mine at Ulta. But if you want a larger size, they do have those available as well. These are some of my, this particular one is my go-to leave-in. I don't use anything else. I've tried the Pantene one, and it was okay. Used the bottle, didn't really care for it. Went back to this because this is my tried and true. And it smells so good. Oh. And when you put this on, it feels so incredibly soft. It feels, I've never tried any sort of leave-in conditioner that feels like this. If you put too much on, of course it can weigh down the hair just as any other product would. So just be light-handed, and I like how it comes with like a little spray nozzle. So what I do is I take it and just kind of spray it through my ends, or you can take it, spray it in your brush, and then brush your hair through with it, whatever you want to do. Or put it in your hand, rub it in, and then finger comb your hair, whatever. However you apply it, it's a good product. Highly recommend it. Then the other hair product is my Dove Hair Therapy Refresh and Care Volume Dry Shampoo. This is my holy grail. I have tried the Batiste one before, and I don't know if there's another one from the drugstore that I've tried, but I feel like I have, and I just didn't really like it. This is the one that I've come back to so many times. I actually have one bottle up here in this guest bathroom, and then I have one downstairs in my main bath because I can't be without this. And it almost feels like there's nothing in here, so I think I might have to go buy another one. But I just love this because I can just spray it in my hair, and of course it does spray white. And you will see this against the hair, but this is really good stuff. And what I do is I will spray it in my hair all through the layers, all through like my part, behind my ears, down my neck area here as well, especially if I'm going to put my hair up. And what I do is I'll leave it in for 10-15 minutes while I'm doing my makeup, getting my son dressed, making my son some lunch, whatever it is that I'm doing before I leave. I will put this in my hair, and then once that whole time goes by, I will take my fingers and kind of fluff up my hair. Gives me a good amount of volume without looking crazy. I don't have that Texas hair, although I have come from Texas. I don't do the whole Texas hair thing. It's not my thing. But this does give you some nice volume. And then, of course, you have to comb it through or brush it through. And I use the Sonia Kashuk boar bristle brush that I talked about in the favorites a couple months ago. And the white powder goes away. You won't see it in your hair. Of course, if you put too much on, maybe you might see some residue. I'm not sure. But just a thin layer is fine. You don't need to like over spray your hair because you don't need to. A little bit of this stuff really goes a long way. And I truly enjoy using that product. And I also want to mention that I use that simply because I go 3 days in between hair washes. Now that might sound kind of crazy for some because there's those of you who wash your hair every day, every other day. I used to be an every other day kind of gal, but when I started going brighter with the red back in 2013, I realized that I need to like put an extra day in between. If I can go 3 days and use dry shampoo and it looks semi-decent, then I'm going to do it, because going to the salon costs a lot of money, and it's just, with the reds, it's going to fade. So for me, putting an extra day in between my wash, it's not the end of the world. It's not going to kill me. Then for my last two products, they're both by the Macadamia brand. This is the Natural Oil Deep Repair Mask. I got mine for $9.99 at Marshall's. I couldn't even believe it. I about fell out when I saw this because these are a lot more expensive. It says compared to $16. So that's a good discount or good sale price to me. This is a 3.3 fluid ounce bottle. I usually get mine from Ulta, and they have, I believe, a larger size. They do have a full range of like oils. They do have shampoo and conditioners, the masks, and I think like a hairspray with macadamia oil in it, I think. And I've seen all of the whole line at TJ Maxx, and I've also seen them at Marshall's. So if you want to try this, go there before you go to Ulta, because Ulta is hardly ever going to have these on sale. So definitely check them out. I do love this. This is the Deep Repair Mask. You can leave it in your hair for up to 7 minutes. I usually do about 4 to 5 minutes. And literally when I rinse this out, it feels like I just put olive oil in my hair. It's like my fingers, like, they just glide through the hair. It's like nothing else that I've ever tried. And I've used a lot of hair masks, both high-end and drugstore, and I feel like this is the best one. And I would pay the $16 for it because it is so great. And it smells incredible. It has a bit of a sweet smell, but it's not overpowering. It doesn't smell like nuts. I know that it's got macadamia in it. It doesn't smell like earthy. Like, I've smelled some oils, it's like, that doesn't even smell good, you know? But it's total preference. If you don't like a lot of smell good stuff in your hair, then maybe you might not like this. But I'm telling you, the smell is not strong. It's not offensive at all. It smells really, really good. Oh, I think the shampoo smells a lot more intense than this here, but I love this. And then the other product from Macadamia is the Healing Oil Treatment. Mine has a little orange sticker because I got this at a grocery store in Texas. I had like 2 bottles of this, and I saw this and it had $1. I was like, this can't be real. So if you are in Texas or you've been to Texas, you've probably shopped at H-E-B. That is the best freaking grocery store ever. I love H-E-B, and I so miss shopping at H-E-B. But that's where I went, and they had like a little end cap by the cosmetics with a bunch of like makeup on clearance and a few hair products, and this was the only one. So I was like, this can't be real. Because $1, I think, I don't know exactly how much I paid for this, maybe $10 or $13. So I was like, you have got to be kidding me. And so I had the gal scan it, and I was like, is this really $1? Like, really? And so she scanned it, she's like, yeah, it's really $1. And I'm like, put it in the bag, because I freaking wanted it so bad. I couldn't even believe it. Even though I had some at the house at the time, I love it. It's a therapeutic oil for all hair types. I wouldn't recommend putting this on your roots if you have oily hair. What I do is I mix it into the ends of my hair. I have used a couple drops of this into the mask, and it's like this but 10 times better. It's so good. And when I put this on, it almost, at the time when I was really using these products very, very intense, like every single day, twice a day, especially this oil, was when I had my hair highlighted and then put the red dye on it. It didn't look right. It turned orange. My highlights were all, the foils were all done wrong. You can see like the lines of the foils. It was terrible. It looked like my 2-year-old did my hair. It was just, it was bad. So then we redid it, highlighted it all over again, which is a big no-no. My hair basically started breaking off. It felt really gummy and elasticy. Yeah, I was very pissed. And I was using this like twice a day, and I was just like, oh my god, if I have to cut my hair, I'm gonna slap somebody. And so I was using this oil like all the time, and then it almost felt like I didn't need a cut, and I went to go get it cut at Aveda. I was like, I'm not going back to that stylist because she screwed up my hair, and although we were friends at the time, she should have known better than to do that, because I didn't think that that was right. So I went to Aveda, and she's like, your hair doesn't really feel that bad. I was like, girl, you don't even know. I've been putting up to freaking butter in my hair. Like anything and anything to make me feel like, maybe, do I really need a haircut? Maybe I can like disguise it and like put it up and like go months without having to have my hair cut. But eventually I had to do it. It was the best thing because it was just that time. It was breaking off, little bits of hair all over the sink. It was awful. But this stuff was like a lifesaver for me at that time. I just was so sad that I had to freaking cut my hair. And I had my hair like a bit shorter and a little bit longer in the front. It was super cute. And I think I might go back to that at some point. But this is always going to be on my top list of hair products with this mask. Because I'm telling you, I have processed my hair really to the point where it's made my hair really gummy and like it basically broke off. And then I've kind of processed my hair more safely, I guess. And these products have been there for me on my lowest of lows, and then when I've had the most healthy, strongest, softest hair ever. Freshly cut, no split ends, I still use it because that's just how good these are. So I hope that these products will help you if you were looking for some hair mask, maybe an oil or something that you wanted to try. Definitely will recommend these products to anyone and everyone, whether you color your hair or not. It's obviously maybe not the shampoo because it's for color treated hair, but everything else is just on point. And I will list everything in the description box, so expand that if you want to know what they are, because I did speak pretty quickly just so I can get through this whole video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for the video. I hope that I answered any questions that you had about my hair. If there are any other questions about my hair that I didn't cover in the video, leave them below in the comment section, and I will go back and answer them. And then those of you who are interested, just kind of read the comments if there are any, so that you can see if there was something that wasn't spoken about in the video. So thanks again. I hope that you guys subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and follow me on Twitter and Instagram. It's @glamourbyLexi, and it will be at the bottom of the screen as always. And have a fabulous day, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye.